Hello, people. I'm Liberal Larry. Today I am getting ready to interview Don Lemon. I am honored to have former CNN host Don Lemon on my show. Let me cut to the chase. Don, how do you feel about losing your job at CNN?
Look, I stand proud and I stand tall. This is not a victory lap for me because it's not over. They're going to try again and they're going to try again. And guess what? Here I am. Keep trying. That's not going to stop me from being a journalist. You're not going to diminish my voice. Go ahead, make me into the new Jimmy Kimmel if you want. Because I'm not going anywhere and I'm going to believe the same. Look, I stand proud and I stand tall. This is not a victory lap for me because it's not over. They're going to try again and they're going to try same things, whether you want to, whatever. None of this is about justice. This is about power and it's about people who are incompetent. Same things, whether you want to, whatever. None of
How do you feel about President Donald Trump?
Donald Trump not only embarrassed himself, he embarrassed us, the United States, at this World Economic Forum. He constantly talked about himself, what he wants, that he should have Greenland because we pay more money. It's all about me, 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 me. And then him introducing members of the cabinet at a World Economic Forum, like, what are you doing? And why are you insulting our allies? Acting like an imbecile. It's acting like a child who has no restraint and no maturity. I would never, ever in a million years think that Barack Obama, who lives rent-free in Donald Trump's head, would ever act that way. That's when we were respected, when we had a real president. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, not this numbskull who just embarrassed the entire country and who should not.
You were quite upset about Nicki Minaj becoming a Trump supporter. Tell us about it.
What is going on with Nicki Minaj?
Christianity is central to all of this, right? That was really the thing, the first domino where she very publicly started to support President Trump. That was her sort of tiptoeing into MAGA world when Trump came out and said that we were going to take military action if necessary in Nigeria to protect Christians who are allegedly being in Nigeria. And Nicki Minaj had already tweeted about that issue. And then when Trump started talking about it, she very publicly supported him, sat down with Charlie Kirk's widow, with Erica Kirk, and full-throatedly said she is a supporter of President Trump and J.D. Vance and the administration.
I don't think Nicki Minaj is that smart. I think what she's smart at. Subject. What she's doing now is not going to bring light to anything. It's just going to be outrage. It's going to enrage people on social media. It's going to just divide people more. And if she is a true Christian, she should be trying to bring people.
I understand that you have a strong opinion about the Epstein files.
All the hoops and distractions that this administration is jumping through. I'm just wondering, what is in those Epstein files? There must be some really bad shit in those Epstein files. Like, what's in there that they're causing all of this distraction and heartache and people dying? And it's just, and by the way, I'm surprised that Donald Trump hasn't fired a lot of them. All the hoops and distractions that this administration is jumping through. I'm just wondering, what is in those Epstein files? There must be some really bad shit in those Epstein files. Like, what's in there? I really am. There's news coming out on that soon. It's trickling out now. I'll report that to you later, but come on, y'all, seriously. What's in those files? I really am. There's news coming out on that soon. It's trickling out now. I'll report that to you later, but
There seems to be some controversy about a recent protest in a Minnesota church. Can you tell us what happened?
I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there. And I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how I think people who are, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice. I become the face of this. And my producer said, Don, you're a gay black man in America, and you have a platform, and you're the biggest name. Of course, you're going to be the person that they single out, and they're going to make the headline because it plays to their base, and their base is full of racist, bigoted homophobes. I become the face.
Oh no, it looks like they're arresting Don Lemon. Don, be careful. And remember, whatever you do, don't drop the soap in the shower. Well, people, it looks like that is the end of our show. Maybe Don Lemon will make some new friends in prison. Please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.
Your freedom just ended because I got offended. I'm a liberal, it's nothing new, and I'm gonna stick it to you.